Hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode of the Matt Report, brought to you by Coast Insurance Center, your Grange independent agent. We're going to start right off with top three performers, and just to be honest, right out in the open here, this week was holiday week. As you know, there's not a lot of wrestling going, so we didn't have a ton of tournaments, a ton of dual meets, but we did still have some wrestling, so we did have some good performances. And we're going to start off with Riley Banyas of Elyria, a sophomore, who competed in the inaugural Shelley Ruberg tournament down in Harrison. Shelley Ruberg was a six-time freestyle All-American female wrestler out of Harrison, Ohio. Riley Banyas went down there, and she won the 106-pound championship with two first-period pins. She pinned Maggie Nick of Miami East in the opening match, and then Avery Riley of Piqua in the second match. So congratulations to Riley Banyas going down there in that girls wrestling tournament and dominating 106 pounds and winning that title. Our second top performer is going to be Nathan Perry of Avon Lake, sophomore. He won 17-3 major decision over Connor Russell of Olmsted Falls. He was Shoreman's only on-mat win there. Obviously, very dominating performance, just a point away from winning a technical fall there. So that was a Southwestern Conference dual meet at 113 pounds. So really a strong performance by Nathan Perry there against Olmsted Falls. And finally, Josh Hickman of Columbia, junior. He went 2-0 this week. He got a pin in 127 against Lutheran West Joey Finnegan in their first dual meet, and then won 6-2 over Brunswick's Michael Main. Brunswick being a Division I program, Columbia jumping up a couple divisions there, and getting a good big win at 132 pounds. So big unbeaten performance by Josh Hickman this week as well. So again, our top three performances: Riley Banyas of Elyria, Nathan Perry of Avon Lake, and Josh Hickman of Columbia. Okay, we're going to move on to our video segment that we do every week. This is called My Favorite Move. It's brought to you by Century 21 Deanna Realty. They put your family first. Doing the favorite move this week is going to be Cody Green of Keystone. Cody's going to show you one of the staples of wrestling. It's the fireman's carry. It's going to do it with his younger brother Tristan, a freshman there at Keystone. So this is a great way for a wrestler to get his opponent to the mat, get that takedown, get that 2 points. So here we are, Cody Green of Keystone with the fireman's carry.
Hello, my name is Cody Green. This is my brother Tristan Green, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do a fireman's takedown. So when doing a fireman's takedown, it's important that you get a good angle when you're circling and use their momentum against them. And when you hit it, you gotta put all your weight underneath them and then flip them over yourself. Like this. One more time. That's how you do a fireman's carry.
And there you have it. I mean, it's always a cool looking move, very slick, and it usually can then lead into potential near fall, some kind of if they can grab hold of that arm, hold the arm, whatever. It's a good move. So again, that was Cody Green of Keystone with My Favorite Move, brought to you by Century 21 Deanna Realty. A couple of news items this week. The Ohio High School Wrestling Coaches Association announced some dates. First, the dual team tournament. If everybody has seen that how they're going to do this, they're basically bringing in 16 teams per division, 1, 2, and 3, and those 16 teams are going to face off with the 8 winners in regional competition, going to move on to the 8-team state dual team tournament. Format run like it is most years, but the Division I tournament is going to be run at St. Edward on February 6th, is what they announced. Elyria is our only local team that's competing in the event this year. It was done basically on district points criteria, done by underclassmen, the way they used to do it before the OHSA started allowing everybody to take part. So if Elyria does win that opener against Olmsted Falls, which will be done in January, they will wrestle at St. Edward in the Division I state tournament on February 6th. The Ohio High School Wrestling Coaches Association also announced regionals and state information for the girls' state tournament. This will be the second annual. Sunday, February 14th will be the regionals in to be determined locations. 12 girls per weight class will compete with the top 4 moving on to state. And then at the state, that will be Sunday, February 21st. Also, to be announced, it will be in Central Ohio, the location, but they have not yet announced that as well. A couple other news items out of Elyria. Colin Noel last week committed to the NAIA school, Campbellsville University. It's in Kentucky. They're ranked currently 8th in the country in NAIA in wrestling, so obviously congrats to Colin for that. And Enrique Munguia was named to the Cliff Keen preseason All-American honorable mention list. He's the first Elyria wrestler to ever land on that award as well, that kind of watch list, I guess. We're going to wrap this up by talking, kind of previewing an event that's going to happen tomorrow at Elyria. Elyria obviously had a lot of things canceled. Beast of the East, Ironman, a lot of their big events have been canceled this year. So they've gone ahead and they put together their own tournament. They're going to host it. They're having 5 schools come in. They're going to basically do 5 rounds, 6 teams. Going to do round robin, dual team formats, and they've invited some pretty solid teams. 5 of the 6 are ranked in the state right now in their respective divisions. Obviously, host Pioneers are ranked 5th in Division 1. They're also going to have Brecksville ranked number 3 in Division 1, and Dublin Kaufman ranked number 6 in Division 1. They're also going to have Lake Catholic number 6 in Division 2, Marion Pleasant ranked number 9 in Division 3, and Nordonia is going to round out the field. So Elyria will be wrestling all the teams. The final round will be against Brecksville, which will be the top probably 2 programs, both nationally ranked programs annually. That'll be going last. They're going to start at 11, and you probably figure anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half in between each round. So between 4 or 5 o'clock, they may be going against Brecksville, but big matchups against Dublin Kaufman, Lake Catholic, before that. So they're going to be separating it over their 2 gyms. So they're actually going to have some fans allowed to come. I think it's going to be limited amount of attendance, so you may want to call a school to see if there's availability. I don't know how that's going to work, but generally I think it's probably going to be parents for the wrestlers and things like that. But I believe Elyria checked their Twitter account because I believe they're also going to be streaming the results on Facebook or somewhere so that you'll be able to actually watch some of those big matchups as well. So that's going to do it for this week. I appreciate everybody stopping again. And again, this is the Matt Report with brought to you by Cobus Insurance Center, your Grange independent agent. Thanks again to Bruce behind the camera, WL for putting this together, and to our sponsors as well. And we're going to see you next week with some more results.